Hey, I'm Victoria the Minimalist, and Isabel Reeds tagged me about. So I found I probably am one of the weirdest people to tag for this, and I'm going to explain why briefly. So I think this will be a unique way of trying to get to know me, and for Halloween, that will be in October, which is only a few days before my own birthday. Look at this, I have my hoodie on. It's actually a spring day and it's kind of chilly this morning. I am a Mennonite and we actually don't celebrate Halloween, and I was raised not Mennonite, and I was raised in a home that didn't celebrate Halloween, but we did what was called harvest parties, and we also had where I loved to give candy to the trick-or-treaters. However, I do have some answers for these questions that I think might be unique and might be fun. And I actually love to dress up. Am I a fan of haunted houses? When I was a kid, I used to go to what was called Seaside Heights in New Jersey. It's down the shore, as we call it. And they had a haunted house. I used to love taking those rides. As for real haunted houses, I'm a little bit odd for where when things are haunted, I have a different understanding of what the spiritual world looks like. I don't feel I've ever been in a haunted house per se. I actually grew up in a house with a woman that killed herself in my kitchen, but we never felt any presence or anything like that. I'm not a fan of haunted houses because I don't think they're gonna really give me a feel, and I don't know, I've never actually tried to go to any of them, so I don't really have a good answer for that. What's your favorite ghost story or haunted lore? So now this, I really love reading about different lores. I feel there's a lot of stuff about haunted lore in the US during the Civil War period, some Revolutionary War, but mainly the Civil War period. You can't really find anything too old, which is very odd considering there's Native American. Maybe they have their lores that I just don't know. Favorite lore. So I love true crime stories though. We have what's called Weird New Jersey, my state. It's been so popular that there have been shows about Weird USA based off of our magazine that we've had for decades now. And I've actually written some feature stories in it. And it's just interesting tidbits about different places. And so there are a lot of lores and different things that we hear about in the area. I'm trying to think, what is my favorite lore? We have the Jersey Devil is a very unique lore and it's very popular. So I'm gonna go with just, the idea of some bat-like hooved tailed weird child demon creature, just the idea of it, which I don't really believe it exists, but the idea behind it was so interesting. So I'll say that that is probably my favorite lore, but it's not really, it's just the first thing I could think of. Do I plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? So I don't do decorations for any season. I know that's really odd. I don't really celebrate a lot of things, and I am a minimalist, so I don't like stuff. So no, I used to I could put pictures. In the past, I used to decorate my house very autumn themed because I like the color combinations, and I used to do some spring stuff too. So I don't do spider webs or anything like that. Candy corn. As a kid, I used to love candy corn. Now I don't eat it at all, and I don't think I ever will. Now it's kind of gross for me. I used to have a habit where I would bite the tips first, and I don't know why, but it was just fun to bite the white part, and then the little by little, just each piece. I don't know, it made me savor it more. Am I big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favorite costume of all time? I used to do a little bit of cosplay for anime back 25 years ago or so, and I also used to say to my mom, I love to wear costumes, so I like to wear different periods of time to dress up like that. So Renaissance style, Edwardian style, Victorian style. I like to dress up in that form. I dressed as Raggedy Ann a couple years in a row. And I think my favorite costume might have been, I did what was Chi from Chobits. It's an anime that I really liked long ago. It was a bakery costume she had. It was my Chi bakery costume. That was probably my favorite. I haven't really bought any costumes in several years, so I like watching other people dress up. I have fun. I've seen people over the years do couple costumes like Mary Poppins and different things based off of different cultural things. Yeah, I like seeing other people dress up more than me dressing up these days. What is one activity or experience that is on your spooky bucket list this year? I don't have a spooky bucket list, but yeah, I'll definitely read some true crime. I think it would be fun to go on a hayride. I've never been on a haunted hayride. They have them here here, but just a hayride with my little one. I think he would like that. Maybe something simple like that. Go pumpkin picking. What book series or movie screams Halloween to you? So, I mean, the movie Halloween, it's in there, but Night of the Living Dead, I feel, is totally a really, really good movie. The ending kills me. I mean, there's a lot of silent films that are German that I like. Golem, that one, and Dracula. I read the book Dracula a few years back, and I've read Frankenstein. So, you know, the classic ones, The Invisible Man I read. I like those classic horror stories. Vincent Price movies, for sure. All of the ones he's done, like Fall of the House of Usher. He did The Tomb of Lygia and so many other ones. So I'll say anything Vincent Price that's old. How do you typically spend your Halloween night? So here, we don't get any trick-or-treaters. We live on a very, very busy road that is not safe for walking on or riding your bike on even. It's just not a safe road. We get accidents over here like crazy. And it's right off of like a sort of highway or midway as we call it. We also have where it's just a dark street. There's not enough light, so we don't get any trick-or-treaters. But I buy this like fair trade chocolate. I'll buy fair trade stuff, so it's like slave-free, and I get all excited, but no one rings our doorbell. And if they do, there was 1 year, 2 years ago, we had our doorbell was ringing, but I had an infant, so I couldn't go to the door in time, and when I opened it, they were already at the next house. So I was like, oh well. What does Halloween mean to you? So for me, here we go. You know, the history of it stems into Celtic tradition, right? And you have the idea where it was, I guess, after a holy day, or was it prior to a holy day? It's before holy day, so it was about to scare spirits away, and it had to do with the Catholic Church. I'm trying to make this as brief as I can. So I think about I like to learn origin stories to different traditions and things like that. For me, I believe spirits are either angels or demons. I feel like demons can trick people. We believe things so easily that I just feel like, okay, a demon will know a history of a place and can trick people into believing things. So for me, I believe in angels and demons. Spirit world fighting a lot. Oh, there's a book that's very spiritually driven, is the Frank Peretti books, like This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness. I read those books in high school. Very interesting, and kind of goes in line with how I believe with how angels and demons are spirits and stuff. So for me, I don't like the idea that a lot of people want to do like bloody things. I don't like the sinfulness, the sinful aspect of people trying to kill other people, trying to harm people, trying to cause tricks on people. I believe to be kind. So yes, I think giving candy, I will give candy. Tag my spooky friends. I don't know who my spooky friends are. I'm just learning about people on here. So if you are into this type of thing, please tag me and I will go to your video and I will comment and we can make connections together. And I would love that. I love learning about people, even if they're different, even if they celebrate Halloween. I just don't celebrate it. So I hope that's okay with everyone else, because I know it's kind of weird for people. They're like, oh, okay, thank you.